All right, I'm going to do a couple of practice problems for Algebra 2. I'm going to show you how to show graphical equivalencies and numeric equivalencies. And it's not that tough. You just got to practice it. So watch these videos, and if you're taking Algebra 2 and you want an easier way to do it, if you don't know the algebraic or don't want to do the algebraic, there's two other ways. I'm going to show you two problems that are already done, and then I'll do two problems. Email me, jcrady@richmond-county.k12.va.us. All right, here we go. This could get you an SOL verified credit. Rewatch it, watch it, ask questions. Here we go. All right. So anytime that you don't want to do the algebraic or can't, the calculator, if you type in the problem, will graph it. We know it graphs because it has this red or color, okay? And you can change those colors. If it didn't graph, it has that exclamation point like that, all right? So all we do is say, here's my question, type it in. Is that the same graph? 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 And obviously we see that one is the same graph. Just that simple. Here, a little different. It doesn't graph. I got to add sliders. We want to add sliders. We're going to do Q and R. Okay, so you see there's nothing. I typed them all in. And now we're going to check equivalencies like we did in 8th grade when we did replacement values. So we're going to say R equals 2 and Q equals 3. And we scroll up, okay? And it graphed that, but it also plugged it in. So I see this is 240. Okay, that's what this is. So I go down and I find the 240. So that's going to be that guy right there. Okay, continue scrolling down. And they said two expressions, right? Anytime you see the word equivalent, you can do these. And then 240 is the last one. That's how you do it. Okay, so if they graph, what they have match is the answer. If not, try to plug it in, okay? And if it's not one of those two, you can get, because I believe it's a 53 somewhere for the algebra 2, and there's about 70% that you can do equivalently tricks. So I'm going to do 2, okay? I'm going to type in the problem. The method is type in the problem, okay? See if it graphs. Now, if you know a little bit, okay, I can make the calculator reinterpret the graphic. So if I just make this X, I'll get a graph. So if I'm able to do this, I can type these in and replace it with X, if you type it in correctly, right? To make it graph. And then the graph that matches. And that's your answer. So let's see if I have the correct graph here. I wanted to do some as I plugged them in. Okay, we see that's not the right graph. Okay, I can copy this and paste it, and I like to turn them off so I have a little easier structures, right? The less I have to type, the less I have to work, the less I have to work, the less I have to think. That's going to protect your testing endurance, okay? You got to think about what's going to be the best thing. So I forgot, I can't talk. Okay, and you're going to make a mistake and just back it up. Okay, so that's not it. Now I want to copy this whole thing because I'm going to change just a couple small things. So that was B. I'm going to put in C here, and I'm going to change the middle number to 70, that coefficient. And then over here, that's the same. I'm going to paste it one more time. I think that's minus 49, minus 35. Go back up. Minus 35. Okay. All right. So pull here, you can see everything at once. Incorrectly, 125 x cubed minus 343. Okay, type that incorrectly. And I'm going to turn everything off as I check to see if I did this correctly. One mistype causes issues. You know, if I type these incorrectly, it should match. Nope. There. Nope. See that was the match. Okay, graphical. So that is your answer. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, I went here. So that one, which was minus the first one, there's your answer. All right. Now, for this guy, looks crazy. I'm going to tell you a strategy is build a simpler structure. I have a fraction, and the numerator is also a fraction. I can do that. The denominator is also a fraction. So I have a fraction over a fraction. And now that I have this structure, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just type it in. And now I'm looking. If this gives me a graph, I'm good. If not, I have to just do one other thing because I see a slider here. So I actually like this. If it's not then a graph, I want a slider. You got to make sure you type it in exactly correct. Okay, and it pushed just X'd out. Okay, so I'm going to not add the slider yet. I'm going to go negative 7 divided by d to the third. And I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to paste it. Okay, work smarter, not harder. So there is A, and I'm going to change that to the d to the third up top in the numerator. Make that 7. Okay, paste again. I'm going to, don't want that guy there. Yeah. All right, so I have A, B, all right, change that to a positive, change that to the 6th power. 1, stop with the sliders, guys. All right, negative, and actually I'm going to protect this, and I'll divide. All right, divide by 7. So double check, triple check, quadruple check, because this method only as good as the input. The inputs and outputs, multiple representations. I know that foundational skill in algebra. All right. So double, triple check because it's going to interpret what you type in. All right, feel good. So now if I add a slider, here's the rule. Avoid 1, negative 1, and 0. We like prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7. So now I know this is about $9.14, just negative. So I'm going to go down here and say, see here, I've typed something in wrong. That's wrong because we don't have an answer. So here I need to go back and see where I made my boo-boo. All right, so error analysis is high on the triangle. That I have this error analysis in this video. Oh, there it is. This is not 3rd. This is the 6th. And there you go. And there's your answer. So a little bit of knowledge goes a long way. Okay. We just did 4 problems in what, 10 minutes, I guess, right? Complicated algebraic, hard algebraic, instead of doing difference of 2 perfect squares and factoring and then doing all that jazz, getting common like denominators, graphic. Equivalencies, graphic, equivalencies. I believe I counted about 70% of the test. Again, watch this, ask me questions, stop by, room 118. Your test is on Thursday. You got this. You got this. Let's have 100% in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. 100% pass rate. Let's do it. I know we got it. Let's show them the rap way, guys. Deuce.